In the construction sector, safety is not an option. Let's find out how to protect your team with the company BauWatch from the Royal Monceau in Paris. Ghelani, good morning.
Good morning, Alexia.
You are the BauWatch CEO. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us what is BauWatch?
Sure. So I'm Ghelani, CEO of BauWatch. I've been the CEO now for 3 years. It's my third year. BauWatch is a company that brings people and technology together to really provide an advanced security service for different types of industry sectors. We work in construction, infrastructure, energy. So we work with wind turbine producers and solar producers. We also work with logistics companies, and from time to time we also do events.
Okay.
BauWatch has scaled to 600 people. We operate in 10 countries, so we doubled in size in the last couple of years. It's very fast-paced, very exciting, a lot of hard work, but also a lot of fun.
Okay, so BauWatch positions itself as a leader in security solutions for construction sites. Can you explain what makes you stand out?
Yeah, I think we have a team of 600 people, so we have a great team, actually. So that's one of our differentiators. One of the pillars in the company is really to make service a differentiator. So our team is laser focused on service, but also how do we scale the company.
Okay.
You know, we're also big. We're probably the biggest in the industry from a revenue perspective. We have the most assets, and like I said, we're in 10 countries, so we really have the ability to scale and respond to customers' need, and we can scale with a company, a customer within a country, but also across borders. So when you put all that together, also with the technology that we have, I think that's what differentiates us.
How do you find the people in those countries? Is it hard or?
Yeah, well, you need to have a good story.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, you need to have a good story, and you need to have a good team that can recruit and find people. And then, you know, we bring them in, we, you know, work closely together with, you know, with these people. It doesn't always work. Sometimes we lose people along that journey.
Sure, that's normal.
But we've been able to scale to 600 people, so what we do kind of works. That's
impressive, but I'm sure that you face some challenges and threats. Can you share those challenges that you face with us?
Sure. I think I would rather talk about the customer's challenge, to be honest.
Okay.
And you know, we launched something in the last year called the Crime Report, and it's a report that we create in all of the countries that we operate in, and we talk to 500 companies in each country, and we ask them what challenges they face. And there is some kind of clear trends. In France specifically, we see 61% of companies experience higher crime rates in 24 than they did in 23. And the sorts of crime could involve the theft of fuel, the theft of very expensive equipment, vandalism, people stealing components, cables, copper. There's a vast range of issues that they face. This can also lead to delays. So actually 41% of projects get delayed each year. And when you put all of this together, you have a staggering amount of loss, right? So we estimate it's around €1 billion of loss in France alone, based on these types of crimes. And that's not different in the other countries. If we look at Germany, it's a similar amount, same in the UK as well. So it's a kind of systemic issue which we need to face. And I think the challenge for BauWatch, and I think also certainly in France, where we're still, you know, relatively small, is to really, you know, build awareness around this problem and make sure customers know that there's really a solution to this. And that's where BauWatch steps in, and we can provide, you know, an end-to-end solution. Other challenges we face is demand. We see a lot of demand. We've grown our business significantly over the last couple of years. And certainly, how do we meet this kind of high demand? So that's a constant challenge we work on every day in the company. And then the other thing we take really seriously is quality. So as we scale fast, we need to scale with the right standards. Actually, what BauWatch tries to do is really raise the standard in the industry. So quality is very important. We have to maintain those high quality standards.
And you have a strong culture as well. Can you please share with us your culture?
Yeah, I mean, culture is really important. You know, when you're scaling a company and you're getting to 600 people.
Yeah, it's very hard to bring the culture.
And you're also getting in 10 different countries, which also have their own independent cultures, right? You need to talk about culture a lot. And we've done that over the last couple of years. And, you know, the BauWatch culture consists of a few things. And the first thing is really putting the customer at the center of what we do, right? So this service thing that I referred to. Collaboration is also a really important part of it. And when we talk to our employees, they tell us that we need to collaborate more. And the way we work, actually, we provide the full end-to-end service. So we have to consult with the customer at the start of a project. We then hand that over to a delivery team. They then install the project, and they hand it over to another team that monitors the project for the full life cycle.
Okay.
So there's lots of teams involved. So communication and collaboration, really, really important. We're a very entrepreneurial company.
Okay.
So we have really high ambition. So we have to take ideas. People see ideas. How do we bring those ideas into the company and really turn them into opportunities for the business? And I think the other part of the culture is really continuous improvement. So we raise the standard, and we expect every team. So every team in BauWatch actually has their own performance goals.
Okay.
They work on the problems around those goals. They set, they raise the standard, and as they get to that standard, they raise it again. And every team in the company is really working like that. We're really going to build a great company. So continuous improvement is really an important part of the culture.
Let's talk about the benefits. What are the benefits for choosing BauWatch?
Good question. Look, we manage the end-to-end life cycle for a customer, life cycle of a project from a security perspective, for the customer. So we start really with the consultation. That's a really important part of the process. Not everybody does that. So we really dedicate resources to spend time on the site with the customer to make sure we have the right plan. Once that plan is in place, we manage the full life cycle of the project. If there are any issues on site, we will connect to the police, we will connect to security companies, we will make sure that we reduce any crime and issues on that site. We ask our customers how they feel about our service, and we get some really good scores. I've worked in several large companies before. We've always surveyed customers. These are the highest scores that I've ever seen, and I think the team can be really proud of what they do there.
Can we talk about your long-term goals?
Yeah, I mean, BauWatch is going to be an even bigger company. We've scaled significantly, and I think we see a huge potential in the market, certainly in France, by the way.
Okay.
And I'll talk about France. France, by the way, is like Germany for us. It's another Germany. It's almost as big from a population perspective, and the construction market is also almost as big.
Okay.
And Germany is our our largest market now within BauWatch. And we think France actually can be at that level within a few years.
Okay.
So we need to create that awareness. We need to invest in the team. So we invested in the team in the last.
Are you hiring?
Yeah, we definitely hire. We're always hiring. But what I tell the team is we're constantly hiring.
Okay.
When we find good people, we need to bring them into the company.
Yes.
And we doubled the resources in France in the last 2 years. With the local team, we have a great team in France, by the way.
Okay.
We will double again in the next year, and probably again, the year after that. So France is a really important market for BauWatch in the future.
Thank you. And my last question for you is, what advice would you give to the construction companies that are still hesitant to invest in advanced security solutions?
Yeah, we talked about the issues, the systemic issues in the market, right? So I think the most important thing is to prepare. Make sure as a site manager or as a project leader that you really prepare your the full life cycle of your project. Involve companies like BauWatch really early in the project. We will help you develop the right security plans. We will manage the security side of that project for the full life cycle. So as a project manager, you can focus on what you really need to do, right? Which is deliver your project on time and within budget. So involve us, and focus on security and build an end-to-end security plan.
Ghelani, thank you so much for this interview. I hope you will have a lot of success in France.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching.